Hey everybody, it's Andrew with Braggin's Adventures. Today we're doing the ultimate battle royale. It's Norwegian versus Carnival. Who will come out on top? Are you ready to find out? Let's go!
This is Braggin's Adventures.
Okay, so if you've been around the channel for a while, you know we are pretty loyal Carnival cruisers. But recently, we've branched out with a couple of Norwegian cruises. Obviously, we can't help but make comparisons. Did we miss our Carnival staples? Who makes a better burger? Which ship offers more activities? Who has better drinks? While on the Norwegian Bliss, I wrote notes about everything so I could put this video together for you. Hopefully, this can help you decide which line to take if you're on the fence. There's no better place to start than the port. Norwegian ships dock at the Port of Los Angeles, a stone's throw from the Port of Long Beach, where Carnival docks. The Port of Long Beach is exclusive to Carnival, which is a huge perk, given that the Queen Mary and Hotel Maya are walking distance for pre- or post-cruise stays. There's a large private parking structure and a very large indoor terminal. The Port of Los Angeles handles all other cruise lines as well as commercial shipping. It is a chaotic, hot mess with terrible traffic control and outdoor tents in place of a terminal in some cases. It's not a great way to start your trip if you're unprepared for it. Even being dropped off can take an hour or more. We're going to give the win to Carnival on this one. Let's talk about the basics of each line. I'm going to lump a few things under basics, before we get to the specifics, beginning with customer service pre-cruise. Norwegian customer service on the phone is easier to get a hold of, but less friendly. I've had vacation planners with both companies, and Norwegians are much better in my experience. Carnival planners aren't very accommodating in that they only want to talk via phone instead of email, whereas I requested communication via email with my NCL planner, and she was more than happy to oblige. All in all, NCL takes the win here. How about that safety briefing? Norwegian has you watch a safety video as part of the online check-in process, and then a quick muster check-in on board, allowing you to get right to the cruising. Carnival has you check into a muster station once you're on board, but you literally only scan your boarding pass if you've ever cruised before. If not, it's a very quick demo of a life vest. In both cases, the process is so simple and so quick, I think it's a tie. Let's talk about the apps for both lines. NCL takes a win in that you can use the app before boarding, while you have to be on the ship to use Carnival's. That being said, NCL takes a loss because the app is not user-friendly and glitches regularly. Carnival's going to take the slight edge here. Let's talk about sail-away parties. We just started participating in these in 2024, as previously you would have found us just about anywhere but there. We actually found out we enjoy watching the party from the deck above the Lido. You can still hear the music and enjoy the vibe without being crammed in with hundreds of people in front of the pool. The added benefit is that you can see some of the more eclectic guests better. Both lines feature music and games and a staff entertaining the crowd. Overall, the Carnival Fun Squad staff is more, well, fun. But as far as the sailaway parties go, the lines are fairly equal. NCL does take a slight win for how onboard entertainment is handled. We particularly enjoy their trivia more since the questions are displayed on a large screen, preventing any language barrier issues. Let's talk about staff. The staff on Carnival ship is always lively and a little goofy. I really do feel like it's every single employee's mission to make my cruise the best one yet. There's rarely an exception, but I suppose bad experiences have happened. It's the nature of the business, but all in all, I have an overall fondness for CCL staff. NCL staff isn't bad, they're just less lively. The bartenders on the Bliss were particularly terrible with an apparent attitude. We were ignored at multiple bars and the drinks were just lackluster. The one exception was the Sugarcane Mojito bar. If that staff trained the rest of the bar staff, we would be scoring this very differently. Carnival definitely takes the win in staff. Customer service is a big deal to me, and I think the ship's staff is more important than some of the other basics we've discussed, so we're going to give the win to Carnival on this one. Let's talk about the rooms of each line. Both ships have comparable layouts and sizes for the balcony rooms, featuring a bed, a couch, a desk-like area, closets, a balcony, and a bathroom. Both feature a place to rest with many similarities, so let's focus on the differences. The Carnival TV has a sleep timer, a user-friendly interface, and actual channels. The NCL TV has no sleep timer, a terrible and slow interface, and no channels, but rather categories. You're forced to watch a welcome video no matter what time you get on board or what time it was when you first turned on your TV. Now, this is not to be confused with the required safety video that you watched when you checked in. Rooms on Carnival are ready much sooner than on NCL. Generally, your Carnival room is ready by 1:30 p.m. Our NCL room was barely ready for dinner. The NCL balcony feels cleaner and better maintained than the CCL balconies, which almost always feature rust and grime. The NCL shower features a superior door over Carnival's clingy curtain. NCL's layout feels larger, though the closet feels awkward located next to the bed. The NCL room does also feature more nooks and crannies to set things on, and we do prefer the hallways leading to the staterooms on NCL. The rooms both have issues and pluses, so it's a tie. Rather than compare all food to all food, we're going to pick 3 specialty restaurants from one ship that mirror 3 on the other. We're doing this to keep the video short, as both lines have comparable dining options to one another. Perhaps we'll do the steakhouses and barbecue joints, the main dining rooms, buffets, and the Teppan grills in a future video. But for today, we'll compare Guy's Burger Joint on Carnival to the American Diner on Norwegian, Bonsai Sushi on Carnival to Food Republic on Norwegian, and Cucina del Capitano on Carnival to La Cucina on Norwegian. Before we dive in, I'll point out a few distinct ship dining differences. The service in the main dining room on Norwegian is infinitely slower than the service on Carnival. The bread service in any Norwegian restaurant blows the bread service on Carnival out of the water. NCL seems to be more proactive about food allergies and dietary restrictions than Carnival does. NCL offers more dining options on embarkation day than Carnival. Lunch in the main dining room is available daily on Norwegian and is a much better quality than the MDR lunch on Carnival, which is only really available occasionally on longer cruises. Okay, moving on. It's time to compare burgers. Guy's Burger Joint is found on nearly every Carnival ship and features a grab-and-go smash burger with fries and a wide array of toppings, all headlined by Guy Fieri. Meanwhile, Norwegian features the 50s themed sit-down burger joint called the American Diner. Now, they serve more than burgers, and it is a full dining experience including appetizers and desserts, but it's the closest analog to Guy's, so we'll focus on the burger. American Diner used to be an upcharge, but in early 2024 it became complimentary. I tried the Wrangler burger, which comes with cheddar cheese, sauteed onions, bacon, barbecue sauce, jalapeno, and a sesame seed bun. The fries are phenomenal and definitely better than Guy's most of the time. The burger is made for a tasty bite with good flavor and a nice selection of toppings. The patty was well cooked and the cheese is perfectly melted. The flavor profile is good enough to satisfy any craving. Guy's Burger Joint has a pre-made menu, but I like grabbing the straight-up burger and adding my own toppings. The smash burger is crispy with melted cheese and a delicious selection of toppings. Rarely have I experienced a bad burger here, and even a bad one is better than a burger on land. The fries here are very inconsistent, but the burger never disappoints. It's Flavortown, baby. In reality, both burgers are absolutely fine choices, and you'll be hard-pressed to find a better burger on shore, but Carnival tastes slightly better and takes the win. Let's compare Italian fine dining. La Cucina on the Norwegian Bliss is an upcharge Italian restaurant featuring a 4-course meal in an elegant setting. The salads here are nothing to write home about, with just a basic flavor profile. I also think the spot is super overpriced when compared to Carnival, but if you book it under a free at sea package, it's definitely worth your time. The pastas are all tasty, and Alyssa's seafood stew was one of her favorites. My lasagna, while heavy, was so flavorful. The spicy shrimp pasta dish was tasty, but not at all spicy. We both billed our desserts as the best we've ever had. I think the portion sizes here are good for your stomach, but I would likely be upset if I paid sticker price for them. All in all, the service is friendly and the atmosphere is great. I would absolutely dine here again. Cucina del Capitano on Carnival ships feels a little less fancy given its location on an upper deck, but the price is a flat rate for the 4-course meal instead of a la carte like on NCL. The value here is insane with large portions. This is, in fact, my favorite specialty restaurant on any Carnival ship. The appetizers are varied and delicious, and the pasta dishes really hit those spots. And yes, you can get a second pasta as a side. The garlic butter bread service is amazing. The most lackluster thing here is the dessert, and even that's good. I highly recommend this even if you only get in for the complimentary C-Day lunch. The comparison here is the most difficult for me, as both spots are really nearly perfect. We're going to have to call this one a tie. Our final dining comparison is sushi. Food Republic is an a la carte upcharge on NCL that again is included with the free at sea package. If using the package, you get 4 items from the menu which are large enough to share. The venue itself is lackluster and can get very warm during the day. I recommend sitting at the sushi bar instead. This is not strictly a sushi restaurant, as they offer some Asian fusion bites as well, but it's my favorite dining experience on the Norwegian ships. The food here is unparalleled. The sushi is fresh and offers unique flavor profiles. The additional sides all match the quality and flavor. The service here is some of the best you'll find. I highly recommend making this a stop. In fact, we ate here twice on our last cruise. Bonsai Sushi is on most Carnival ships and offers a more upscale feeling on the larger ships. On some, this can feel very grab and go with Bonsai Sushi Express. The sushi is delicious, and the sushi boat for 2 is one of the best values out there. Their poke bowls are simple but satisfying, and that salad dressing could be injected straight into my veins. This is a great place to grab a bite to eat on any Carnival ship, even if you're grabbing it to go from the Bonsai Sushi Express on some ships and taking it up to the Serenity deck. We can stop here every time we cruise. Hands down, it's not even close. NCL takes this one. Finally, we want to talk drink packages. Before we do, can I ask you to click that subscribe button and ring that notification bell? Also, if you're finding this video helpful, why not give it a thumbs up? You can find us across social media on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook by typing @bragginsadventures. For those that know us, you know we always purchase the Cheers package on Carnival, which includes up to 15 alcoholic beverages per person per day, plus unlimited non-alcoholic specialty drinks like Java Blue coffee, Gatorade, and milkshakes. NCL has a similar package that comes with the Free at Sea package, though we did upgrade to the Free at Sea Premium Plus, which increases the limit on what drinks you can order and adds those specialty non-alcoholic drinks like coffee, Red Bull, and bottled water. Let's discuss the differences. Cost is the #1 difference, since you always have to pay for the Carnival package but can often get the Norwegian package included in your cruise fare. Norwegian also has no cap on how many daily alcoholic drinks a person can get. This means the bartenders can pour doubles and even triples. You don't sign for your drinks on Norwegian, which means unless you have cash, you can't tip extra for excellent service. At Java Blue Cafe on Carnival, you automatically can get a shot inside your coffee or tea, but on Norwegian, they have a Starbucks, so you have to get your Starbucks and then make your way over to a different bar to get that shot. All in all, both packages accomplish the same thing, but the journey there is different. The 15 drink cap at Carnival is sometimes a huge pain, but we do have a neat Cheers video coming out later this year to help you navigate it. You can also check out our Is the Cheers Package Worth It video by heading to our Carnival playlist. Due to the drink limit on Carnival, NCL claims another victory. Well, that's our Battle Royale video for NCL versus Carnival. There are pluses and minuses to both lines, and at the end of the day, you just have to pick which line ticks the most boxes for you. You can see full video reviews of the Carnival Panorama and the Norwegian Bliss by clicking these videos on screen. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure.